Hi, welcome back to my channel, My Stoma, My Way. My name is Daniel, and in today's video, we're going to talk about my good friend, Miralax. Now, I know, Miralax, right? I mean, relieves occasional constipation, irregularity, softens stool. This is actually pretty important for me. And y'all know some of y'all are full of it as well, or just in general, and could use some of this. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you get some use out of this video. But there's pretty much like 5 or so main points I wanted to talk about. Really, I want to talk about the purpose of the Miralax, how often I take it, my body's reaction to taking it, my body's reaction not to take it, yeah, that's pretty much it. So basically the purpose, right? We know what it does, but for someone like me, especially after my second surgery, the emergency surgery, I was deathly afraid of becoming constipated and not having regular bowel movements. I didn't even want to have bowel movements because it meant I would have to look at this bag, I would have to clean it. But I knew I couldn't do that. It would be extremely dangerous for someone who just had colon surgery not to, with still having it intact. And having the stoma was really important to make sure that the stoma was working properly, that my body was just eventually starting to wake up. Your bowels tend, your organs tend to stay asleep when during surgery, or coming out of surgery. And so especially for your stomach and your colon, it takes a while for things to start to wake up and start functioning properly. So anyways, so I came home, and I would say, within a couple of days, a week, with what I was eating at the time, a lot of liquids, no meat, nothing spicy, just really trying to take it easy. Even though I didn't necessarily come home with diet restrictions, the doctors were still like, still be mindful of these things and just to be safe, especially, the first couple of weeks, first month or so. And so I remember very specifically, feeling stiffness in my stomach, on my sides. It was tender. I couldn't move. I was afraid. I'm like, oh my God, like something's coming undone inside, whatever, all these scary thoughts. And then basically what it was is I was starting to become constipated. My stool wasn't as liquidy as it was before. And so it was, feeling it. My body was very sensitive, and so I would feel it, and it was very scary. And so I didn't know if I should go to the ER. I didn't know if I should go to the urgent. I didn't know what to do. But what I ended up doing is calling the home care nurse agency, or yes, them. And then I also spoke to the discharge nurse, or the people who, once you discharge, you go home and they kind of follow up with you and make sure you're okay. Really sweet. But anyways, so I told them what was going on, and I said, I'm afraid. I know that I can take stool softeners, but I'm nervous, and this is what's happening, and so this is what I want to try to do. And they said, yeah, that was perfect, actually. So what I started to do, like I said, within weeks of coming out of surgery, was every other day I add about a half a cup, so half of this cup up here, into a smoothie. And that really, it just makes things easier to pass. It keeps me more consistent. It keeps me, regular, having regular bowel movements. And thick stool and hard stool is not good, especially having a stoma. So this definitely helps with that. So like I said, I do it every other day. in the beginning, before I went back to work, it was much easier to stay on top of because I wasn't at work. You know what I mean? I could have a smoothie whenever I wanted, and depending what I put in the smoothies, you know, I would put fruit, vegetables, kale, you know, just spinach, you know, just things, and then every other day with the Miralax. But with all that fruit and vegetables, it would make me a little gassy, and so, you know, that probably also contributed to my nervousness of going back to work, thinking I was gonna be farting in front of everyone. And so I've changed my routine. I do it now that I'm back at work. I still do it every other day, but I do it after work. So that way, if I do have any gas, it's throughout the night, which that's probably when I would normally have it anyways. And I would, by the morning, what time would come, I had already had a healthy bowel movement, and I'm ready to go, you know. And the next day, I'm not really gassy. It's fine, you know. But lately, I've been either forgetting or just being too tired, and because I've been feeling so well, you know, I just been, I guess, kind of letting it not be as a high priority as it should be. And so my body's reaction to doing it is obviously very good, but my body's reaction to not doing it is can definitely affect me. So like yesterday, I felt, I don't know if this is related to this. It feels like it, honestly, because of how I was eating really good, and you know, not passing stool, for me, healthy, you know, wasn't healthy. And I'm going off like on this tangent about this, but so I was feeling a little tired, and my stomach I felt a little nauseated, especially this morning, and I just didn't feel good. So what happened was, last night I took some, and I think that's why I felt that way, because of the amount of stool that I had in my bag this morning, it was making me feel, I think it was just a lot. I think my body needed it. It's gotten kind of used to it. It's safe, you know. That's why I only do it every other day, and I don't put like a full cap, or I don't get crazy with it, because I also don't want to overwork my bowels, you know. I don't want to put too much strain. I don't want it to be like water. I don't want to have diarrhea, obviously, you know what I mean. So this is perfect for that, for what I need and how it works, you know, on my body. So it's important for stuff like this, for some kind of stool softeners, when you come home from your surgery. Of course, you know, you want to follow your doctor's orders. And I know when I left, they're like, do you want a stool softener? I was like, no, that's fine. And that was because of the fact that I didn't want to have to deal with it. But you know, more than likely they're going to recommend, and they're going to put you on, you're going to be on a liquid diet maybe for a little bit anyways, as you ease back into food, depending on how severe or how intense your surgery. If it's just a partial removal of your colon, or, you know, everyone's case is different. So definitely follow your doctor's orders, or, you know, your home care nurse's advice, or whatever they're advising you to do, depending on your situation. But for me, and for what I was going through, and my experience with it, I've been using it now for over 3 months, for several months now. It hasn't done me wrong, so I'm going to continue, obviously, to use it, and not let those days, not let myself forget or not do it because I'm tired, or because I don't want to be a little gassy, maybe. You know, I really need to do it regardless. You know, I really wish I could have my smoothies in the morning and kind of start my day, because they obviously, you know, with the vegetables and the fruit, like, you know, it's energy, and it's something in my stomach, and I just feel good. And not doing that, it's like, I don't really want to have a meal in the morning. I'm not a big eater, especially in the morning. So like, sometimes you would think like maybe like a bagel, you know, but sometimes I'm just not in the mood like for solids. I just don't really, you know, with how my relationship with food has kind of evolved over the years, and you know what I can still look at like red Gatorade and be like, oh, you know, like it reminds me of certain things, and certain tastes come back, and certain pains come back, you know, that just remind me of what life was like before my surgeries. And so yeah, so find something that is going to make sure that things are easy for things to pass through, that you're comfortable, you're not feeling any pain, that you're having those regular bowel movements. And I will put a link in the description so you can go and get yourself some of this stuff. I feel like this is like vitamin to Benjamin. Is that how you say it? Lucy, when she's like doing the commercial, it's like a spoonful, you know, she's just like, oh my gosh, all, you know, I'm not getting all wet over Miralax, but it's important for me. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you got something out of this. Drop a comment if you would like. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, even a minute of it, and subscribe. And I hope to be able to put out some more stuff for y'all, give you a little bit more insight in my life and what it's like living with these things, this thing. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.